Hello everyone, welcome back. This is no response video. Kinda having a few of these lately here. But it's still chilly as hell around here. It's been snowing like hell, so I hope you again don't mind me covering up a bit. Luigi is freaking cold as hell. Anyway, this is a response video, as you can probably tell from the title-ishness of this. This is a reply video about where and how and such I acquire games and that. It was a community-related question, you could say. But I get a lot of games from different places. Common places are, there's a local game store called Game Time. Very original, right? But they're a local small business in the area. They're pretty nice. They do deals and stuff. I occasionally go to GameStop. Oh, not that. GameStop. Sorry, GameStop. But GameStop is not something I usually go to very commonly. It's usually because, obviously, usually, like, if it's for cartridges for DS, I don't mind usually getting used games from GameStop so much if they're for a decent price, but CDs, I just always avoided GameStop almost religiously when it came to CDs, because they have no quality control over that shit. But that's a whole new video there that I could just make a whole huge ass rant about that. But obviously, like, anyone usually pops in the GameStop once in a while, and usually regrets it, but I'll stop in occasionally and see if there's anything nice. Mainly the one thing that really makes me, because if it wasn't for the manager in my GameStop, I would probably never go to it. The manager there is probably the best worker I ever met in a GameStop. She's very nice, and she will look up and actually get stuff from other stores that I'm looking for. Like, right now, I'm trying to get a copy of Class of Heroes 1. Obvious reasons, because I'm getting a copy of Class of Heroes 2's limited print, and I never got one. But one has apparently shot up to about $50 average for just the UMD. So, some GameStops actually, some of the stores actually have new copies for $29.99. And they're probably gutted, but they'll have, obviously, the case, the book, and the game with probably awful stickers on the case, but that's not a huge problematic thing. So, you know, compared to that, to a used, possibly beaten up UMD with nothing, seems like a good deal to me. And she's getting that delivered 2 states over to here. And there was also, I also got my copy of The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road through her. She was able to get that from a completely different store, because that was also expensive online at the time. I think it's actually went down a bit to about $30 now, but it used to be up to like $70. It was like ridiculous. And it was like only $12 at GameStop for a used one. I would have loved to get a case and all with it, but yeah, I guess it was sad to be. But well, I did get a case, but it had no art. But that's probably like one of the only reasons I go to GameStop anymore. She will hunt down something for me and get it to her store no matter where it is. So good customer service though. That's probably one of the few reasons I'll go. But aside from that, when it comes to just general used games, pretty much bottom the barrel to me. So, moving along, obviously online's a big part though. I'm a big Amazon buyer. I've only ever had like 3 problems out of everything I ever got on Amazon. So, Amazon is a very big place, and they have very good quality, and every single problem I've ever had with anyone on Amazon has always been resolved quickly, efficiently, and refunds or whatever needed necessarily done was done. So I've always trusted to go through Amazon. You can always get some good deals used and new on Amazon. There's very good deals to usually get. And actually, while on that, another thing I like about going to Game Time, the local store here, is I showed it once in one of my videos. They have a punch card. Every time, no matter what it is, accessories, new, old, used, every $10 gets you a punch on the card, and once it fills up, you can get $10 off your next purchase of anything, new, used, and that. So I feel I save money by going through them versus getting random swag from GameStop's point system that generally is just really overpriced on a lot of stuff. So, but Amazon's pretty good to me, to be honest. I'm not a very big eBay person. I know eBay is somewhere a lot of people go to, but I very, very minimally use eBay because I've had some bad experiences on it. Even going, see, like on Amazon and eBay, I go with, you know, people with good credentials and that. And I had one of my update videos I talked about it. Well, basically I had loose Japanese Super Nintendo carts being sent to me, and they never came. So the other person basically said, okay. Now they told me basically the file. I can't remember what it's specifically called, but basically, well, I complain it. He told me to go basically tell PayPal I didn't get my item, I wanted a refund, and I got some of my money back. Not a full refund, so wasn't exactly the best experience and service, to be honest. Though that's probably the worst thing I ever have happened on eBay. I do get, usually what I use eBay for is imports in the older variety. So I don't usually like going through eBay a lot if it can be avoided. Now, where I do like getting new imports is I like getting them from PlayAsia. When I'm getting new imported games and that, I go through PlayAsia a lot of times. Sometimes I even get old stuff from PlayAsia, because PlayAsia always gives you like the game box art and everything all together pretty much all the damn time. So very good for collectors of import games. And they'll even hunt down games for you. I've had them hunt down a number of games I've gotten. The Shin Tensei card game on the Game Boy Color. And, oh, I'm trying to remember them. They got me the one where you're the camera guy. Michigan, yes. Michigan was something they were hunting down for me for 2 years. 2 years that it took them to get me a complete copy of that game. That's devotion there. Customer service. I've never had a problem with PlayAsia either. But, admittedly, they're a bit pricey. But I've always gotten everything from them complete with box art, even advertisement shit in them. So, that's kind of a, you know, here, there. Now, I would like to add that I do have a bit of a way of how I buy games. I know it's a controversial thing to some people that, you know, games are expensive and, you know, I can't buy every game new and that. Oh. Hope I'm not getting a cold. Damn. With all this snow and overtime, that could be bad. Whew. Generally, I pay full price, full game, new, if it's something I really enjoy, the series, look forward to, know it's going to be good, or basically gambling that's going to be good. If it's disappointing, or bad, or questionable, I might buy it at a lower price. And if it's just outright horrible and I just want it for like collecting purposes because it's just loosely connected to a series like Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color, I'll pretty much let that thing die out and become cheap as hell. But overall, I usually try to buy a lot of games new because I like to support a lot of the companies in that I enjoy from. Now, admittedly, a lot of big publishers these days don't deserve a lot of support because they don't really support a lot of the developers they get to make their games a lot of times these days. It's outrageous how that works. But I like to try and support good developers in that as much as I can, but, you know, obviously, I'm not made out of money either, so I can only limit myself to so much. Anywhere else I buy, there is, like, in Springfield, there are 2 other stores. There's, what was it, Entertainment, that wasn't a very creative name. They have tons of media shit, so they're not exactly just simply a game store. They have movies and all that. And then there was this little vintage stock. That's what it was called, vintage stock. It was a little comic book store that also carried video games. And very interesting store. I've only been there twice. I actually want to go up there again because it's been quite a while. I got my Virtual Boy and copy of Persona 2 Eternal Punishment for the PS1, and there was something else I got up there. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, wait, no, I got this one. No, that was, well, I don't remember what it was, but it's a nut. It's a nice little store, but I've only been there, that one, twice. Now, if I ever go visit Matt again in Utah, I'd like to go to the Great Whale up there. That was a nice little chain store in Utah. It's basically a used music store. But they also have games, and certain ones have more, and other ones have small selections. Ooh. Oi. And I know 2 of them just had huge amounts of shit. It's very nice. I'd really love to go back to those stores if I went to Utah again. I picked up... what was it, 7 games when I was in Utah? Sadly, one of them was that 164 game, the Shadowgate. The Shadowgate game on the 64 had Perfect Dark inside the cartridge and not Shadowgate. That pissed me off. Hopefully they'll accept a return of that if I ever go back up to... we'll see how loyal they are, the customers. Mainly though, mainly it'll probably be about like a year. So it'll probably be really weird, but I think they might be understanding. They seem like very nice people. But those are places I've been to, and the common places I usually get my games. Now, obviously it's debatable where the best place to get games, because everywhere gives deals, you know. There's always a deal somewhere. Like Game Time, to battle GameStop, they every Saturday they have some kind of deal like buy one get one free, or something off, or that. A lot of vintage stuff they do the buy one get one free. Some of the modern stuff they'll do like buy two and get one free, and they do a lot of nice deals. And I think they deserve a lot more support than GameStop because they buff all their fucking discs. Sorry, did I sound kind of mad on that? But it is kind of worth looking at GameStop at the moment if there's anything good in the ones located in your area. Because a lot of the GameStops I see, and there's only two in my area, the one where I live now and where my parents live. But to my understanding, a lot of GameStops are massively trying to get rid of PSP, GameCube, and Wii, and some DS. If they're overstocked on DS, they're trying to get rid of a lot of it. The ones here have 75% off GameCube, and I got one game that I basically got for like $2.99, and they got a buy one get 50% off on PSP titles. They're not doing it anymore, but a little while ago they were doing the same thing on DS games, and the Nintendo Wii has a buy one and get one free at the moment. So if you've noticed anything interesting in your GameStop that might be worth picking up, you might want to check to see if they're doing that. I picked up 3 titles taking advantage of that, and that's pretty rare, like I said. Not a very common thing for me to usually get stuff used in a GameStop too often. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't necessarily always mean it's all garbage. Some people actually take care of their shit instead of letting their cats fucking use it for a cat litter box. But, that's pretty much, I mean, I don't think there's really much else to really add about that. Aside, oh wait, one more. I completely forgot the pawn shop here. That like went way over my head for some fucking reason. There's a pawn shop up here. They're called Easy Pawn, the most generic name I ever heard for a pawn shop, but it's a pretty nice size store, and they take in a lot of pretty much everything. Obviously, they have lots of guns, lots of games, random shit. They have lawn tools, lawnmowers, chainsaws and shit, jewelry, you know, probably pretty much the usual stuff you would see at a pawn shop. It's a pretty decent size for out here. I've seen some big pawn shops in cities and stuff. So, let me say it's not very common for a pawn shop to be very big down here. It's pretty much the biggest pawn shop down in this area. I know when I was in Utah, Matt was driving around. I told him I'd like to check out some pawn shops. I remember this one pawn shop up in Utah had a slot machine with Metal Slug characters all over it. I was like, Matt, if I had the money and a way to get this home, I would just totally buy this. It just had chibi drawings of Metal Slug characters all over it. I'm just like, I don't even know if it originated from America. It's like, I mean, you don't usually see, like in Japan, it's not actually very abnormal to see slot machines and casino-related things, because in like Japan they have like screens and shit in certain bars and that you can do that stuff with. So, that was pretty nice. But Easy Pod's a pretty decent sized store. It has a pretty nice selection of games. The only problem I ever have with it is prices kind of vary. Like my copy of Illusion Gaia, that's in the box that has his book. They gave it to. It didn't have a price on it, so I asked him how much. He's like $4, $4 fucking dollars for a boxed complete copy of Illusion of Gaia. Damn. But then again, on the flip side, something I saw that was over expensive. I can't remember what the hell it was called. I remember the Happy Video Game Nerd did a review of it. It's on the Super Nintendo. He kind of gave it a kind of thing. Kind of like nice to glance at, but probably not something a lot of people would be hardcore in. I can't remember what it was called, but it's like $5 online. They were trying to sell it for like $12, so I was kind of trying to haggle. Well, you know, shipping's like, you know, $3, varying on where you're shipping to and that, in America, so I was kind of like, would you be willing to sell it for like $8, you know, it'd be a little lower on that, and I find it funny how it was like, would you be willing to sell it for, and it's like, immediately it's like, no, why I'm in the transaction of saying $8, I'm like, okay. And I just stand there, walked out, and purchased it off Amazon. So, ironically, that copy is still sitting there. Even though I got that copy a long time ago. But it's not a bad store. Sometimes I found some good stuff in there. I found a pirated copy of a Harvest Moon game in there before. That sucked. They gave me a return on that, so... Actually, I got a old PC game for $2 from them. That'll be in my next update video to show off. But yeah, okay. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the places I usually commonly visit, places I liked, and places I'd like to go back to in the future. But I like going to physical stores more than just simply buying online, because I always like looking for that gold cartridge of treasure and fun that's deep in the crevice of darkness. But anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. I want to thank you all for watching, supporting, and anything you do. You know, if you tell people about me, post links to this and that, or some people have actually been giving me shout outs. I thank you and appreciate all that, because I got 201 subscribers at this moment of this recording, and that makes me happy that, you know, somebody can share my point of view and opinions about things. And even if you don't share my opinions, I love you anyway, because, you know, I love you leaving comments. So anyway, if you want to do a video response to me, Vampire Mike, or whoever, because I'm doing this as a response to his video, and his video is a response to another video, so we could do a chain reaction here, or that, or you can just leave a comment, you know, feel free. Rant about GameStop. Damn CDs. Did I ever tell you about the CD they gave me of a anime? It was the very first time I was like in a GameStop. It was split completely in half. When I got home, we never looked at the disc. We just went home, and then I opened it. It was just split straight in half. It was like, and I was a little kid, so as you can see, that traumatized my GameStop experience. So. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. Thank you for watching. Love y'all, and I look forward to our next encounter. Hey, wait a minute. Somebody said... Oh, good Lord. No, don't sue me. No, copy.